Hello, children. I love it when people send me, oh, don't make it public. It fucks the whole system up. I need to calm down. I need to fucking calm down. Young man works. Young man, what the fuck? Man in Minnesota murders 20. Okay. Oh, my captain. Dear Aaron, firstly, I want to pay you for a YouTube video response. You can keep my name anonymous. Everything besides my name, I'm not too private about. I'm a 20-year-old black man. I'm a conservative and self-supporting adult who lives with 2 roommates on the west side of Chicago. You're the one. Oh, you're that one guy. Okay. I work as you work as a cook for a very successful restaurateur. I'm saying this email because I want some career and educational advice. Should I go to coding boot camp, learn IT computer technician skills for free, go to a college for engineering, or should I continue the craft of cooking? A university that's very prestigious is hosting a web development coding boot camp. Tuition is $11,000. Do you think this coding boot camp was worth going into debt for? When you sent me this email, Chad Elkins was right there. I was in Chicago at that time. It was 2 days ago. I said, hey, you know anything about it? And then his eyes were like, dude, I know someone who took that. Totally not worth it. So no, not 11 grand. Absolutely not. Cooking is skilled trade. To me, that means the better and more experienced I am at my trade, the more money I'll get paid. The salary of an executive chef as a head chef in Chicago would be anywhere from $50,000 to $80,000. The culinary path would likely put me on track to become a business owner as well. No, dude, you did do it. No. Listen to old man Cappy. You do not want to run a restaurant. Okay. I know they make TV shows and this and that. And oh, wouldn't it be great? And I taught at one school that was like had culinary students. Oh, fuck no. No. Be the chef. Okay. Then you hang up your hat when your shift is over and you go home and you're done. You do not want to run a restaurant. That is the last thing I'd ever want to do is run a restaurant. Okay. And I've seen all those students of mine, they're going to run around, and it doesn't last more than 2 years, not more than 2 years. Okay. You want to be the chef. You want to be the heart. Okay. You're the heart of the operation. Nothing wrong with you becoming executive chef or sous chef. Okay. You don't want to run. God, save your life expectancy. Save the headache and pain. Okay. My years of experience in connections industry would make my restaurant more likely to seek than the Dude Bros restaurants. Yeah, but dude, you're in Chicago too. Not that you'd started in Chicago. Just don't. Okay, man, just don't. The thought of becoming an engineer is appealing to me. The disciplines that interest me are mechanical engineering and civil engineering. Both fine. Which path do you recommend I follow? Thank you for all your wisdom. I live by the rules of not fucking up. I haven't had a kid yet. No debt or criminal record. There you go. So you don't need to make that much money. Well, here's the thing. Sounds like we've already knocked out that coding tuition boot camp for $11,000. So no to that. Nothing wrong with you. Keep working. And if you're working at a restaurant, I presume you're working evenings more than you are daytime. So I don't think there's anything wrong. You got to figure out what you want to do, because none of these options you've given me are that bad. Some are better than others, I'd say, purely based on money. But there's nothing wrong if you continue to work as a cook or a chef. And who knows, maybe you get really good. Maybe you do become like that premier chef. There used to be a place called the Pump Room in Chicago. That ain't there no more. And then you're fine as a chef. Good thing is you ain't got no kids. You didn't fuck up. You ain't got no debt. You don't need to make $160,000. So I'd keep on working as a chef because it's paying the bills for you now, right? And then you're going to have to spend a little bit of time figuring out what you want to do for your next step, for your next career. And I would not commit like full-time school to become a mechanical engineer. Go study what it's like to be a mechanical engineer. That's your new part-time job, is to figure out what you want to do studying on the side in addition to cooking. And that I can't tell you, because again, they're pretty good ideas that you've come up with: mechanical engineering and civil engineering. Maybe you are interested in programming. That you could just teach yourself. But your next part-time job, I recommend you start out with Matt Tran's Engineered Truth. Now, he's a little bit pessimistic about all jobs, so keep that in mind. But you got to figure out what is the difference between civil and mechanical engineering. What is it like to code? And now, of course, with the wonders of the internet, you could search that on your own. You'll figure it out. And then invest some time in figuring out. No one sits and thinks anymore. Nobody sits and studies and ponders and contemplates the next move. It's just like, and then you have all these idiot kids graduating with liberal arts degrees wondering why they're poor and $150,000 in debt. They never stop to sit and think. Do yourself that favor. Even if it takes 3 months, stop and sit and think. And at least for the next 2 years, unless I presume you have no college background. So the good news, your first 2 years, you don't need to go to a physical school. You don't have to go to, University of Illinois, Chicago. You don't have to go to Northwestern. You don't have to go to U of Chicago. Go online where it's accredited and cheap and just get your prereqs out of the way. You don't have to commute. You don't have to park. Although I'll tell you, this trip to Chicago was amazing because I found parking spots. There was no traffic. It's like, oh, this must have been what Chicago was like in the 50s. Holy shit. It was amazing. I got there record time. I could park right where I had to eat. I would park here. I'll go to this guy's house. Okay. But still, don't even bother going to a physical campus. You ain't got time for that. So go online, take some classes. You can do that right now. Sign up for some online classes. But with either the civil or engineering degree, you're going to have to go, inevitably you're going to have to commit to a 4-year program at some 4-year school that offers that program. And because of the physical labs, you're going to have to physically attend some classes sometime in the future. But your first 2 years, or at least your first year, where you got to take go fuck yourself studies and suck Karl Marx's Dix's studies. And, oh, you're that color skinned person and you're that plum oh my God, you're oppressed studies. Yeah, get all that fucking bullshit that has nothing to do with your degree out of the way. And you could do that at home online. So yeah, that's what I would do. I'm sure you get residency in-state tuition with Illinois schools. Or, and if you're going to go engineering, you may want to think about this, dude. Urbana-Champaign. I'm not much of one to believe in highly ranked schools, but University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign, they're pretty highly ranked. And, maybe you're sick of Chicago. You build up some money, you take your classes online while you're in Chicago, save up your pennies and dimes, and then you make a big move down to Urbana-Champaign. Maybe find yourself a cooking job down there or whatever. I asked you if you wanted to join the military. You want to join the military, but you're not fit to serve, 60 pounds overweight. Well, dude, there's another way to pay for that shit. Go into the military, sit there, take your classes with your spare time. Then you get your GI Bill after that. Okay, well, and you're 60 pounds overweight. That's at least 2 months away, 3 months away before you lose that weight. But while you're losing the weight, 1 meal a day for less than months. That's good. Get some exercise in. Summer's on, so you can go for walks. But that wouldn't be the worst thing either to pay for it. That would not be the worst thing either. But now's the summertime, okay? So now's the summer of exploration. What do you want to do? So go online, research, go out for your walks, lose your weight. And in 3 months' time, maybe you're fit enough to join the military. And then you don't have to be a cook no more. You just go run over there and get shot. Okay. Ow. It's a little bit more serious than that. But yeah, that's what you got to evaluate, because mechanical engineering, electrical, or civil engineering, it's up to you, man. Those are both good things. But I'd spend the next and take your classes online that have nothing to do with engineering, because our wonderful educational overlords need you to go to school for 2 fucking years of bullshit that doesn't end and go into debt. All right, there you go. Let's see if there's any super chats today. Nope. I know Samuel Cliff says civil engineering is such a sucky job, too much government order. Yeah, but it's going to play to his advantage because he's black. He's going to get affirmative action. Although me and DT, who is a civil engineer, we talked about this. If he's legit, he's not going to be able to tolerate the political bullshit of that. So God almighty, Minnesota Department of Transportation, go look up their diversity and inclusion chick who wrote this piece. I mean, that's the psycho environment he's got to work in. So he's got an upside potential there, but then the downside is he's got to work in a psychopath farm, and the guy's conservative. It's not like he could even fake tolerating that shit. So there you go. All right, questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. We'll see you kids later. Toodles.